What if I told you that the exercise advice you've been following for years might actually be holding you back from achieving optimal health after 60? For decades, older adults have been given the same message when it comes to exercise. Keep it light, don't strain yourself, and just walk more. While well-intentioned, this advice has created a dangerous misconception that aging bodies are fragile and should avoid challenge. The truth is, the human body adapts at every age. Muscles respond to resistance, bones respond to load. Balance improves when it's trained, but when these systems aren't challenged, they decline rapidly, not because of age itself, but because of inactivity and understimulation. Walking is often promoted as the perfect exercise for seniors. And while walking is beneficial for circulation, mood, and basic mobility, it doesn't sufficiently stimulate strength, balance, or bone density. These are the exact systems most responsible for independence, fall prevention, and long-term quality of life. The real problem is that many people over 60 are working hard, but not effectively. They're moving, but not targeting the areas that decline fastest with age. As a result, they still experience muscle loss, weaker bones, poor balance, and reduced confidence in everyday movements. What's even more concerning is that fear-based advice has convinced many older adults that resistance or balance training is dangerous. In reality, the opposite is true. Properly chosen exercises reduce injury risk, improve coordination, and help maintain independence. This shift in understanding has been growing quietly in the scientific community for years. But in 2024, a major study from Copenhagen brought it into sharp focus. The findings challenged nearly everything we thought we knew about exercise after 60 and revealed that simplicity, not intensity, is the real key. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today. In 2024, researchers in Copenhagen conducted a large-scale study examining how different types of exercise affect aging-related health markers in adults over 60. Instead of focusing on weight loss or athletic performance, the researchers asked a much more important question: what types of movement best preserve independence, strength, and longevity? Participants were divided into groups. One group followed traditional low-intensity routines, primarily walking. The other group practiced short, targeted exercises designed to stimulate muscles, bones, balance systems, and the nervous system. The results were striking. Those who relied mostly on walking showed minimal improvements in strength and balance. Some even continued to lose bone density over time. Meanwhile, participants performing targeted functional exercises experienced measurable improvements across nearly every aging marker. Muscle mass stabilized or increased. Balance improved. Bone density showed unexpected gains. Most importantly, participants reported greater confidence in everyday movements, standing up, climbing stairs, and maintaining stability outdoors. What surprised researchers most was how little time these exercises required. Sessions were short, movements were simple, no heavy equipment was used, yet the physiological impact was significant. One of the most remarkable findings was that over 90% of participants were able to perform the exercises immediately, regardless of prior fitness level. This challenged the belief that effective exercise must be complex or physically demanding. The study also emphasized consistency over intensity. Rather than pushing participants to exhaustion, the exercises focused on controlled movements, proper posture, and brief holds. These small details turned out to be powerful signals to the body. Perhaps most importantly, The researchers concluded that aging-related decline is not inevitable. When the body receives the right signals, it adapts, even later in life. This study didn't just add new data. It changed the conversation. It showed that the right exercises can reverse aspects of biological aging, and that nearly anyone can start. Walking is often described as the foundation of healthy aging, and it certainly has benefits. It supports cardiovascular health, encourages daily movement, and improves mental well-being. But walking alone has serious limitations when it comes to preserving strength and independence. As we age, muscle loss accelerates, particularly in the legs, hips, and core. These muscles are essential for standing, balancing, and preventing falls. Unfortunately, walking does not provide enough resistance to stimulate muscle growth or even maintain existing muscle mass. Bone density faces a similar problem. Bones need mechanical load to stay strong. Walking provides some impact, but it's usually not enough to prevent bone loss in critical areas like the hips and spine. Balance and coordination are another major concern. Walking is a repetitive, predictable motion. It does not challenge the nervous system in ways that improve reaction time or stability when something unexpected happens. Like stepping on uneven ground. Targeted exercises address these exact gaps. They challenge muscles through controlled resistance. They load bones safely. They train balance systems and improve communication between the brain and the body. The Copenhagen study showed that even minimal resistance and balance-focused movements outperformed walking in preserving functional ability. Participants who added targeted exercises experienced fewer falls, better posture, and increased confidence. This doesn't mean walking is bad. It means walking should be supplemented, not relied upon exclusively. The goal of exercise after 60 isn't endurance, it's capability. It's the ability to get up from a chair, carry groceries, climb stairs, and move confidently through the world. Targeted exercises provide exactly that. Exercise number 5. Wall push-ups with hold. At first glance, wall push-ups with a hold may seem too easy to matter, but this perception is exactly why they're so powerful. This exercise targets the upper body, chest, shoulders, arms, and core, while placing minimal stress on the joints. By using the wall instead of the floor, the movement becomes accessible to nearly everyone. The key component is the hold. Pausing briefly at the bottom of the movement creates an isometric contraction. This signals the muscles to adapt without requiring heavy loads or fast movements. The Copenhagen study found that participants performing wall push-ups improved upper body strength and posture significantly. Many reported less shoulder stiffness and better ability to perform daily tasks like reaching or pushing. From a scientific standpoint, isometric holds are particularly effective for older adults. They improve muscle activation and tendon strength while reducing injury risk. This exercise also stimulates bone density in the arms and spine, areas often overlooked in traditional routines. Simple does not mean ineffective. It means efficient. Exercise number 4. Seated leg lifts with resistance. Seated leg lifts with resistance challenge the assumption that effective exercise must be done standing or lying on the floor. This movement targets the quadriceps and hip flexors, muscles essential for walking, standing, and stair climbing. Weakness in these muscles is a major predictor of falls and mobility loss. Using light resistance bands, participants in the study showed improved leg strength and joint stability. Importantly, the seated position reduced fear and increased consistency, Controlled movement is critical here. Slow lifts and deliberate lowering increase muscle engagement and improve neuromuscular coordination. Researchers noted improvements in knee stability and walking efficiency, benefits rarely seen from walking alone. This exercise proves that safety and effectiveness are not opposites. Exercise number 3, single leg balance holds. Balance is one of the most neglected components of fitness and one of the most important. Standing on one leg challenges the body's proprioceptive system, forcing the brain to communicate more efficiently with muscles and joints. The study showed rapid improvements in reaction time and stability among participants practicing balance holds. Even short daily sessions produced measurable results. Better balance means fewer falls, greater confidence, and improved independence. This exercise trains the nervous system as much as the muscles, a critical distinction. Exercise number 2, slow controlled stepbacks. Slow stepbacks activate multiple muscle groups simultaneously while training coordination. Unlike forward movement, stepping backward requires greater control and awareness. This challenges the brain-body connection and improves gait stability. Participants practicing this exercise demonstrated improved posture, stronger hips, and smoother movement patterns. Efficiency is the key here. One movement delivers multiple benefits. Exercise number 1, chair stands, sit to stand. The chair stand is the most functional exercise of all because it mirrors daily life. Standing up from a chair requires leg strength, balance, coordination, and core engagement. It's a full-body movement disguised as something ordinary. The Copenhagen study found increases in bone density, muscle strength, and confidence, all from this simple action. This exercise directly correlates with independence. The ability to rise from a chair predicts longevity better than many medical tests. Simple, powerful, transformational. The takeaway is simple. Aging well isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. Targeted exercises outperform walking alone. Simple movements can outperform complicated routines, and it's never too late to start. If this video helped you, like it, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more science-backed health guidance. And remember, strength is not optional at any age. Your future self will thank you.